So we are really fascinated by the perpetrator's actions. We're learning, we're observing, we're training ourselves to pay attention for when we ultimately get raped.
Yeah. Also, I love that energy of watching SVU and listening to murder podcasts because, like, same, that is my identity.
Rachel is a witch and a true crime. Well, I mean, it's like erotica for you. And
it's erotica for me. I'm at home, like, masturbating to SVU, like, oh, yes.
Well, there's always been, like, this joke about women and true crime. And we love watching SVU. And then SNL just came out with a sketch with Nick Jonas was the host, so he was like playing this boyfriend who leaves.
Fun.
He's like, babe, like have fun. She's like, hey, get out, like I'm gonna
leave,
like,
bitch.
I'm gonna like
it's my time,
whatever. And they have this song about women and true crime. So just like a couple of the lines here. I'm not gonna sing them because I forgot.
Are you sure? Oh, okay.
They're like kind of different tunes. Okay, maybe it's like, this guy just got killed on a cruise in the Bahamas. I'm gonna watch it while I fold my pajamas.
Love that.
They dig up some bodies and do an autopsy. Boring. Wake me up when it's Munchausen by proxy.
Okay, Munchausen's by proxy is the only thing I want to hear about. Just kidding, it's so overused.
I was like, bitch, you think it's overused?
But the thing is, I love it in real life, but because when it happens in real life, it's so like chilling and gruesome.
It's a good kind of.
It's overused as a literary device now, and I'm like, I get it. It's Munchausen's. The mom's killing her kid.
It needs to feel real.
I love it when it's real.
Yeah, so just really fucking funny because I could full on be sexting and watching SVU, just like staring at Stabler's butt cheeks.
We should share it we should just share it on the Instagram.
Yeah, let's do it.
There is a video clip of like Stabler running up a dock so that he can grab like a body out of a cooler. And when he bends down, I swear these cheeks are mountains. They are so round.
Split second, but it pops out so much that you're
they're like two basketballs.
Like, you know when you stare at the sun buttocks. And it like imprints on your eye. So like it's so fast, but it kind of stays in.
But I can picture it so clearly right now.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about why women love true crime. Because we do.
You know what? I don't care to get into all the semantics here. I'm just going to tell you
women
what my
love
general
true
knowledge
crime.
is. The reason why we really like it, and it has been shown that women are driving the true crime, especially podcast traffic.
I can also speak literarily. Women write the majority of true crime books.
So we are really fascinated by the perpetrator's actions. We're learning, we're observing. We're training ourselves to pay attention for when we ultimately get raped.
Yeah. I know that I'm going to say this. I'm going to fact check it and to leave it in. But I know that that's also why a lot of women have an interest in BDSM. Because it's akin to an experience that we're afraid of having. Yeah. And it feels like a mental preparation for it.
Wow. Yeah. Fact check that. Not that I'm saying it's wrong.
I honestly I might cut it because I'm pretty sure I am correct, and I might want to talk about it for like a news topic at some point. But like I remember I know personally speaking, I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts. I love My Favorite Murder and I love Last Podcast on the Left. Both are comedy podcasts about murders, and I find that listening to it is obviously fascinating. I think that we all like to tune into like the darkest parts of the human experience, but part of it is also like my deepest fear is being raped and murdered. You know, I think about that all the time. Like I used to think about that when I was like a little girl, like what would happen to me if I got raped, because I think in part women are taught from a very like young age that like their virginity, their like gift or whatever you want to call it, is their sacred little thing that they have, and like no one's allowed to take it. And there's such a conversation to be had around. I feel like I'm losing like what I want to say, but
I'll tell you that I have like the other thing I saw about why women are into true crime is also because it's a way to regain agency and kind of get that social justice and cathartic, like watching the end of the show, seeing women usually prevail.
Yeah.
And this woman, this crime psychology expert and true crime addict, Amanda Vickery, conducted a study, and she found that male and female reactions to true crime podcasts were different. Women had higher levels of anxiety, but they were also more likely to want to watch the end of it and go through that pain, because just like in cuckolding, a kink, it's almost like you do have that established consent with your partner. You feel comfortable enough to do it with them, but that jealousy of seeing them with someone else can be turned into hotness, and I think emotions can be very parallel to each other.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Or opposite, I mean.
I also feel like men are so busy doing the crimes that they don't need to hear about it via a podcast. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna do that, so I'm just gonna listen to it. I don't need to.
We're just studying, you fuckers.
Well, that's one of my favorite things that I have learned from true crime podcast is women statistically murder and do crime way less than men.
You know that just from real life.
But when they do it, they're more successful. Because women plan more. They do crimes that they can get away with. Men are more impulsive.
Fuck your testosterone.
So sorry about it, but like women are better murderers and probably better at like a lot of things.
Don't you wish you were a planner, man?
Yeah.
Don't you wish you had...
Maybe if you just asked for directions.
That's